ever noticed how the little things in life make the biggest difference? There's a saying that big doors swing on little hinges. And that's what I'm talking about. It is the little things that make the biggest difference. Sometimes we talk about this in terms of the 80-20 rule, meaning that 20% of our efforts produce 80% of our results. So in the high performance world, we're always asking, what's that one thing you could do that would move the needle? You know, think about like the speedometer, right? Move the needle. So what's going to get you the results you want really quickly with just a small action? So if you're thinking about your relationships, right? What's one thing you could do that would really move the needle in your relationships? Maybe your primary relationship or your family relationships or your friendships. So think about that. What's a little hinge that would swing that door wide, right? That would open it for you, move the needle. What about in health, your health and fitness? Is there one thing you could do in health and fitness that would move the needle? That would be your hinge for that big door? Maybe, it's sleeping more or changing your diet. I've had to do some fiddling with my diet recently because of some issues I've been having. And so I'm hoping that that's going to not only fix the problem I'm having, but change how I feel in terms of energy and health and weight even. But what about in your productivity? What's one little thing you could do? One thing you could change, one new habit or mindset you could come up with and work on, and that would make the difference between being semi-productive or not productive at all and being super productive. What about your general people skills? Is there one thing you could do? One little movement that would shift the dial to high? About your business, is there something you could do? One thing, a small little step, a small change, a small mindset, a small process or strategy that would make the difference in your business, that would take you from just breaking even to a profit, or that would free up your time, that would make it so you didn't have to work 24/7. One thing, what would it be? So I want you to think about these things, right? Think about all the areas of your life and what's one small thing that would move the needle for you, that would level it up. I like to say in high performance, what would 5x that for you? Meaning make it 5 times more. What are those little things, the hinges that are swinging your big doors? I want you to identify them this week, okay? So I want you to sit down and write down every area of your life and pick one thing that you could do that would really move the needle for you. And then I want you to start doing it. Now, if you need to pick one thing, one area and one movement for the first month, fine. Then pick another. Add it on. Don't stop doing the other. That's what happens is we forget that 80-20 rule. We end up focusing on things that aren't making the difference. We want to focus on the 20% that does, and we want to keep focusing on that and multiplying our results. Okay, so take some time, make the list, and then come up with one thing and get them on the calendar, right? Get it on the calendar that this is the month that you focus on this one needle-moving aspect of your life. Put in place some little hinges and open those doors. Let them swing easily. And you know what? You might have some hinges already and they're squeaky. You haven't put any oil on them. Take care of those hinges. That's what I mean by don't forget to continue working on these areas, right? So the hinges get squeaky and rusty. You need to oil them. You need to take care of them so that 20% is giving you the results you want, right? So make sure you got the hinges on the doors and make sure you take care of the hinges. And then they're going to open wide and you're going to see some amazingly inspiring results. So I'm Nina Amir. I'm the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I'm a high performance coach, certified high performance coach, and I would love to help you get from where you are to where you want to go. I love helping people combine their passion with their purpose so they get inspired and get those inspired results. So I would love to spend an hour or an hour and a half with you in a strategy session where I introduce you to the concepts of high performance, the pillars of high performance: clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. So we're talking about the ability to make a decision, because clarity helps you make a decision. We're talking about courage to actually take that action. We're talking about productivity, focus, and effectiveness every day so that you have the freedom to go do other things other than work, right? To be effective in all the things you do so that you have the time to spend with your family. And we're talking about influence and persuasion. That's your people skills. How you interact with people, how you get them involved in your dream. And when you become a high performer, it not only affects you and your life and your goals, your fulfillment, your joy, your enthusiasm, your passion, it also affects the lives of everyone around you, your family, your friends, your children, your co-workers, people that you encounter at church. It affects everyone. So if you're interested in leveling up, getting from where you are now to where you want to be, go on over to ninaamir.com/free session. ninaamir.com/free session and fill out the application. Send it in to me. Once I get it, if I think we're a good fit to work together, I'll contact you. You'll get on my calendar and we're going to spend that hour or an hour and a half together talking about high performance and seeing how to get you from where you are to where you want to go. And we're going to see whether we're a good fit to work together. And I'm going to tell you all about my high performance coaching program. Okay, so go on over to ninaamir.com/free session, fill out the application and send it in today. I would love to work with you. I'd love to help you consistently live into your best self and have a life that is filled with joy, enthusiasm, fulfillment, and the ability to step into not only your best self, but your potential, to realize that potential and your purpose. So I'm Nina Amir, again, the Inspiration to Creation Coach, and until I talk to you next time, go out there and achieve more inspired results.